Morning. How are you? Thank you so much for joining, for coming here. I know it's Friday. There are 3 competing sessions, and we marketed at 400, and still we have people. So sorry, Paul, we still have people. Thank you for making your time for this session on Friday. My name is Nikolai. I'm a principal program manager in Microsoft, and I'm working in Skype for Business and Teams backend team, and my role is actually to provide PSTN connectivity for Microsoft phone system, right? So if you think about phone system, we have a phone system in the cloud. We have different kind of clients for phone system. So we have Skype for Business Online clients, which can be connected to phone system. We have phones from audio coders, Yealink, Polycom, and a new client, which is Teams. So my role is actually to provide telephony, especially for enterprise and carrier scenarios to the phone system. And today we're going to talk about the deep dive on direct routing. We're going to talk about the hybrid voice, what it is. We will be talking deeply about the call flow in direct routing, how it works without media bypass, with media bypass. We will go deep into configuration flow, and we will talk about the migration from Skype for Business on-premise and online to direct routing. Let's start from the overview of hybrid voice, value proposition, and what you can achieve with it. As I mentioned before, we have in the cloud, we have a phone system. Phone system, it's a device which can switch the calls, make simultaneous calling, hunt groups, ORCA, whatever. And this phone system can, to use this phone system, you need to have a client. And our phone system works with Skype for Business Online. It works with different phones from different vendors, and it also works with Teams, Microsoft Teams client. But the phone system itself, without connectivity to telephony network, is nothing, right? So you can make a call to your coworker, but of course, phone system suggests that you can make a call outside to someone external. We provide 2 options to interconnect the phone system to the telephony network. The first option are Microsoft calling plans. Microsoft calling plans means that Microsoft will be taking care of connection of your phone system to the telephony network. So Microsoft in the backend has devices which interconnect the phone system to the telephony network, session border controllers managed by Microsoft. And from end user point of view, the story is simple. I just go buy a phone system license and Microsoft calling plan. And then both audio and SIP signaling will come from the cloud. The second option, where you can interconnect your own carrier, right? And by pairing a certified session border controller, we'll talk about it. And this is the option what we call direct routing Teams. So if you look closer at direct routing for Teams, we have a phone system, but we need to interconnect it with some carriers. We need some device ports, right? Especially if you connect like old trunks, like TDM trunks, right? You need some ports, physical ports to connect them. So the way how we are doing it, we are certified, we are partner session border controllers. So phone system in the cloud, you pair the certified session border controller, and we will talk about the SBCs we have. And to this SBC, we actually provide you a physical port, right? With this SBC, where you can connect TDM trunks, you can interconnect your legacy PBXs, which you are trying to migrate from. You can connect different analog devices, overhead pagers. You can connect some call centers to it, right? So session border controllers allows us to provide interoperability between whatever you have. in terms of telephony and our phone system. There are two core scenarios for direct routing. Someone might ask the question, right? So why, as Microsoft has calling plans, why someone would go and build direct routing and configure the session border controllers? Isn't it easy to buy just calling plans and have Microsoft manage everything? Yes and no. So there are several drivers why we built this feature and why customers use it. So one is Microsoft calling plans are not available everywhere, right? So Microsoft calling plans are available only in 11 countries now. The second, the price of Microsoft calling plans might be a little bit bigger than what you used to pay or what are you paying currently to your telco provider. The third big scenario, even if you have calling plans, and we will talk about this scenario in 2 slides, even if you have calling plans, you might have some devices which are still on other systems which are not connected to calling plans, and you want to configure interoperability. So let's say you are migrating some users from third-party call center, right? Microsoft cannot provide you full functionality which you have now in this call center. So you can pair the session border controller, interconnect the call center. On this picture, it would be like third-party PBX. Start migrating users to Teams with calling plans or just keep your existing carrier and have interconnection between those two systems. So let's say you have 5 agents on call center. They stay on call center on your existing solution, and they will be there for a long time. But you can move all other, let's say, 1,000 users to phone system. When agent receive a call on a call center, they can transfer it, they can see the presence of people on Teams, and they can transfer it, and call will not go via telephony network, it will go via session border controller and to the phone system, so calls will stay on net. So this is the second big case for direct routing, is actually provide interoperability between different telephony entities. And as I said, calling plan and direct routing, those two options, how you can interconnect our PBX to telephony network, they can be mixed. So the first scenario, we are talking about 2 discrete ways, right? And then the next slide, we will talk about mixing. So in the blue, there is a calling plan user, and in the orange, it's a direct routing user. And far left is PSTN network. So both users make a call and try to reach to the same entity, PSTN network. So when calling plan user makes a call, both signaling and media goes to Microsoft. Microsoft has session border controllers managed by Microsoft, and they send the call to the PSTN network. When direct routing user makes a call, we don't send it over Microsoft SBC, we send it to the session border controllers which you own as a customer or your carrier owns. We also have a hosting scenario for direct routing. We'll talk about it. It sends to the SBC, and session border controller sends again to the PSTN network. This slide shows like coexistence of calling plan and direct routing, where you have 2 types of users with 2 discrete ways to reach the network, telephony network, calling plan and direct routing user. But we also can mix the calling plan with direct routing for the same user. So in this case, there is a user, and user has a Microsoft calling plan, local German calling plan. When user makes a call to number +49 in this case, based on voice routing policy, which we have, and we will talk about it in our phone system, we will understand, okay, this user actually has a Microsoft German local calling plan. Therefore, we will send the call via Microsoft calling plan, via Microsoft-owned SBC. When user makes a call to a different number, in this case, +41 is Switzerland, or some analog devices, right, which can be also in Germany, we have a voice routing logic which can identify the number pattern, And based on number pattern, we can say whenever a user makes a call to number +49, send to sbc1 cantosa.com. And sbc1 cantosa.com then send it either to telephony network, or if it's called to analog device, it will send to, let's say, another telephony adapter. So we can mix and match the calling plans and direct routing for the same user. So with that, the basic, let me finish the basic finalize the basic call flow. So direct routing is one of the options to connect the telephony provider to the Microsoft phone system, or it also lets you to configure interoperability between different telephony entities in your companies. The direct routing can be deployed as separate solution, or it can be mixed with calling plans. Let's now go to the section which actually, because of this section, next to section, the session got mark 400. So now let's talk about technical stuff. So let's talk about the call flow, how direct routing works, how this mix can be achieved. And I will start from basic scenario. There is no direct routing in the picture. There is no session border controller on the picture, as you can see. We will start just from basic call flows, couple slides, and it will help us to understand the direct routing call flow. So we have 3 users at the top, 3 Teams users at the top. And in the middle, I showed several components which we have in Azure. So the Teams backend is Azure backend, and we have session which explains different components of our backend. Here I just showed 3 components: call controller, the device which actually understands how to route the calls; media controller, which controls media processor, and media processor, it's mixer, right, AVMCU mixer, plus it can work as B2B UA in telephony scenario, and I will talk about it, what does it mean. Note, the client doesn't have SIP signaling. The client is HTTP signaling, so the client doesn't understand SIP. So when client tries to make a call to, or when client makes a call to another Teams user, there's user on the left, tries to call to the user in the middle. It makes a call notification to call controller. For those who are familiar with SIP, it's actually SIP invite, right? And in HTTP REST, it's call notification to call controller. Call controller does, so the user can call using either contact card or just typing a number. So if it's typing a number, we will do reverse number lookup to understand if that user belongs to the same organization. If it's just contact card, we will start routing immediately. And call controller then will identify all active endpoints of the user. And we'll start ringing to all active endpoints. The media can flow in different ways. So the most preferable way when media flows directly between user 1 and user 2. So when we signal the call notification, we also send media candidates. The first media candidate, we send the local media candidates of the Teams client, each Team client. Let's say Teams client on the left has 10.10.0.6, Teams client in the middle 192.168.0.5. And both Teams clients, they are full ICE clients, they will start making a connectivity check. If they can connect directly, the connection will go directly. If one user, let's say in Starbucks, and it also has 192.168.0.5, but the network is in Starbucks, so they try to reach out each other using direct candidates, doesn't work. So what happens in this case, both Teams clients, they have a media relay in our cloud, in Microsoft Cloud. They will try the direct connection. It failed. Then they will go via relay or series of relays if users in different countries. And Microsoft will deliver the media using Microsoft Media Network. This is a basic one-to-one call flow. Now, let's talk about this scenario when those two users are in the call and they want to add one more user, so actually convert the one-to-one call to a conference. In this case, the Teams client, which wants to add, or user went to the far right corner and said add a participant and pick the name of the one more participant. Then that client will signal the intention of convert the existing one-to-one call to a conference call. Then the call controller, what it will do, the media cannot flow directly between three participants. We need some entity which will mix audio. And we call it in new backend. For those who are familiar with Sky for Business, it's AVMCU in Sky for Business on-prem online. In Teams backend, the mixers itself are media processor, which is bottom element, and there is controlling unit for media processor, media controller. So media processors are deployed in 6 data centers worldwide: US East, US West, Amsterdam, Dublin, Hong Kong, Singapore. When the user on the left tries to escalate the call to a conference, so we need a mixer, right? We need a media processor. The call controller signals to media controller the location of the user, the intention of the user, and media controller assigns a media processor closest to the user who's initiated the escalation to the conference, right? So if user is in US, then it will be US East or US West media processor. And since the candidates of this media processor and all parameters how to set the session to all participants. And the media will start flowing via the media processor. So this is the call flow, the escalation of conference and how conference works. So now with this knowledge of basic call flow, let's switch to the direct routing, how it works. So on the slide you see 3 familiar components to you. Now familiar: call controller, media processor. For session border controllers, they cannot talk SIP. They cannot talk HTTPS, sorry, they only talk SIP. So we have 2 more components. One is SIP proxy, the bottom, the component which translates from HTTPS to SIP. And we have controlling unit just for telephony network, which is called PSTN hub, and we will talk about what does mean controlling unit. And we'll have a database where we store voice routes, policies, trunk configuration, whatever you configure in PowerShell. Plus, we store there different analytics. So, for example, we store quality of experience data, which we collect from the client, from PSTN hub, from media processor. So all this data, round trip, latency, MOS, etc., it's all pushed to our database and we visualize it. With these components, when Teams user makes a call, again, the HTTPS signal goes to call controller, but now it's a phone number, +1 425 555 5555. Call controller does reverse number lookup and doesn't find this number in our database. So that means the user is external. Then call controller goes and looks voice routes which you folks as administrator, right, or your carrier if you're using hosting scenario, configure it for this number. And you can specify up to like 1 number, right? You can say, let's say in this case, +1 425, and any 7 digits sent to SBC1, SBC2 as active, and SBC3 as a passive, right? Meaning only send to SBC3 if SBC1 and SBC2 are not reachable. At this step, the role of call controller done. So the call controller found that this is not a VoIP call, and it found 3 session border controllers and priority and send it to PSTN hub. The PSTN hub is controlling unit for telephony. Before PSTN hub will select the session border controller, because we have 3, it will go to our database and consult with our internal database about the state and health of each and every SBC. So we said SBC1, SBC2 as active. And we will talk about how we can configure it. So the PSTN hub will go to our health database and we'll see when the SBC1 and SBC2 as a primary SBC for this call sent SIP options to us last time. The way how we do it, we actually calculate 2 times of regular interval of sending SIP option plus 5 minutes. Meaning if in normal case SBC1 sends options every minute and call was started at 10:15, what we will check 1 minute plus 1 minute and plus 5 minutes, right? So we will take 7 minutes, 10:15, 10:15 minus 7 minutes. Did SBC1 send any SIP options between 10:08 and 10:15? If it yes, then we might select it. The same we are doing for SBC2, right? So we analyze when SBC2 sent the SIP options last time and where the SIP options sent in 2 times of normal interval sending SIP options plus 5 minutes. If both of them are healthy, then we will also look at parameters. So when you create SBC, you can create a parameter maximum concurrent calls. We also look at how many calls we send to SBC1 versus SBC2. If it's again equal, then we will just use random mechanism. But if SBC1 has more calls than SBC2 comparing to their capacity, we select SBC2. So in this case, let's say SBC1 didn't reply on SIP options in last 7 minutes. Then we will select SBC2. We'll go to media controller again saying, hey, media controller, we have a call to SBC1 Cantosa.com, and SBC1 Cantosa.com is located in Florida. So media controller will allocate, we are talking about case without media bypass. Media controller will allocate the media processor in US, east to west. Within the US, we don't do geographical proximity. It can be either west or east. We don't see any issues given that we're using Microsoft Media Network. We don't see any issues delivering the traffic within the US from East Coast to West Coast. It works flawlessly. And send this information to SIP proxy. On the other leg, right, by this information, I mean we are sending the SIP invite, plus we are sending in session description protocol, we are sending the media processor IP and ports. On the other leg, in HTTP REST, we send the same information to the Teams client. The SIP proxy starts sending SIP invite. Invite plus 1425 555 5555 and provides the media in SDP provides the IP and ports of media processor. Then media will be established from the client to media processor and to the SBC. So media doesn't flow without media bypass, doesn't flow directly between the client and SBC. After each and every call, we collect all information from the client, from the call controller, from PSTN hub, from media controller, which collects information from media processor, from SIP proxy to our database, where we show the latency, round trip on each leg, client information, headset information, right, which headset has been used, etc., etc. And you can see it in 2 tools. One tool is Call Analytics, where you can see individual or troubleshoot individual calls. You can see by the leg, right? So here is the leg from client to our backend. Here is the leg from our backend to the session border controller. We don't show the leg from the session border controller to SIP trunks, right? So this is something you will need to get from our session border controller vendors, and we are thinking how we can make this story more appealing. And so it's call analytics. Call analytics is just for, it's a tool for individual call troubleshooting. And the second tool what we have is called quality dashboard, where we collect the information and store the information about all calls in your company. So you can see, let's say, in Chicago building, right, you have a bad call quality because, and you can now start digging why. Let's say you use TCP instead of UDP for audio, right? So you can identify the problems this way. The scenario without media bypass is working pretty well, but in many cases we have scenario where routing media to Microsoft and back doesn't make sense. So let's say you have customers somewhere in Germany, right? There are 5,000 users in a building. The users make, and session border controller is in the same building, right? So, and if you go to the previous slide, so 5,000 users in the same building, SBC in the same building, then those users make a call. The media likely will flow either to Amsterdam or Dublin, right? So from the building to Amsterdam, Dublin, and back to the same building, right? Because the SBC is here. So it doesn't make sense in many cases to route media via Microsoft. We also support media bypass. We are certifying now the session border controller for media bypass. So I will be talking about call flow, and I will be talking about subtle moments about the clients, but none of the SBC vendors at the moment are certified with media bypass. It's coming in a couple of weeks. So we are starting TAP now, and after TAP we will be certifying via tests. But we know they are working already, so we spent a lot of time with our vendors like Ribbon and AudioCodes on making this scenario work. So scenario works, we just haven't completed certification, official certification. So for media bypass, the idea of media bypass is that SIP signaling, right, always go via the cloud, but the media flows between the Teams client and the certified session border controller. The way how we do it, we require from the session border controller to support iSlide protocol. iSlide meaning the SBC provides us a media candidate which we supply to the client, and it does nothing anymore, right? So it's iSlide. The client is full ICE, meaning so the difference between iSlide and ICE, the full ICE client makes all these connectivity checks. Can I make direct connection? Cannot I make direct connection? Do I need to go via turn? The iSlide means I only provide the candidates, I provide the password, right, which should be used when client connect audio to me, and that's it. I'm waiting, I'm passive, and the client is active. So the client, SBC provides in current release, in current version, we always require SBC to provide public IP. So even though if your client is an internal network, you still need, in this release, you still need to provide the option to connect from the Teams client, right, with an internal network to public IP of your session border controller. We are working with SBC vendor on making option to provide the private IP as well. So the session border controller provides the IP, provides the password to establish a secure connection. And we send this information back to the client, and client using the password, using this information, just connect audio directly to the session border controller. If for some reason, again, client is in Starbucks, and your security department didn't allow you to connect to this public IP from anywhere in internet, right? You limited, right, on session border controller, you put access control list, and you said, I only accept connection from SIP proxy, media processors, and relays. So client somewhere in Starbucks that tries to reach out the public IP which was provided in the signaling. Cannot happen. Then the client goes via media relay, and we said the media relay is whitelisted on the session border controller. So there is a question here. Hey, if client can send the media over relay, does it mean that anyone can send media over relay? No. So USB-C is still protected. So the relay can only be used by clients who have the credentials to it. So when Teams client signs in, does authentication, it gets the credentials to use media relay. So it doesn't make, relay doesn't mean that anyone can use it. No, only authenticated Teams client. And as I said, we are working on certification. We hope to be in top, and so we've done all validation. Everything is working. Life is good. It's just now process of certification for media bypass. One scenario, though, for media bypass, we support for media bypass Android, iOS, Mac client, Windows client. We don't support web browsers. We will not be supporting web browsers, right? So you can start a web browser and have full Teams experience in it, WebRTC client. We will not support web browser for media bypass. So there are two reasons. WebRTC itself is using DTLS, if you know this, like algorithm of encryption, which owned by not Microsoft, but some other folks, and we don't want to troubleshoot Google and AudioCodus issues between them, right? So that's the reason we will not supporting web clients for media bypass. And the second point of, we actually looked at our data. There is very, very few clients using web clients as for PSTN calling. So if we will receive more negative feedback, we might change this, but we will not be supporting the web clients with media bypass, at least in the first release. Global view of the topology. So we have, as I said, we have 3 regions, and we have 2 data centers in this region. Each data center actually also have production, pre-production environment. We assigned the MP and C proxy based on the geographical location of the session border controller closest to the SBC. In each and every, by the way, in each and every data center, and as I said, there is production, pre-production environment. I want to stop here and cover this question. So we ship in these data centers, we ship code every week. I know, I had several emails, at least once in, I would say in months, I'm receiving email. Hey, what's new in C proxy release 116, 168? I saw you changed the numbers. Really? Someone looked at it? So it's actually coming in C. So we ship, and it's mostly optimization. It's not like huge change of C, but it's mostly optimization. We might change some algorithms based on what we see. But we ship every week, and so you can see like every week the user agent on our sites is changing. And the reason I'm mentioning this, please use certified SBC, because we ship every week, but for us, one of the gating factor before we ship, we do or run about 10,000 tests against each and every certified session border controller in pre-production environment. So if you use non-certified session border controller, we cannot guarantee you that with our next update, with our next release, everything will work perfectly, right? It's not Sky for Business on-prem where you deployed it and it doesn't change, right? Unless you deploy the service pack or update. Here we are managing it, right? So there is a reason we have this certification program, we have joint support process with vendors, and we, as Microsoft, we made this investment. So we are running all these tests, and we will not ship if a new version if certified session border controller didn't pass. So it's very important to use certified SBC, so you don't come to me later and say, hey, Nikolai, yesterday it worked, right? And today it doesn't work. Sorry, it's not certified. We don't run tests against, we don't run tests against them. So now the easy part is done. Now let's go to 400 content. People are still here. Configuration. So we have two models. I will not cover hosting model in this session, right? So I was thinking about like how should I deliver this session, and my respected marketing guy said, hey, let's deliver just enterprise session the way how we do it, and for carriers we can have something separate. So we have two models. One is customer self-deployed model, and the second carrier deployed model. Carrier meaning I don't know, Tele2, Telia, I'm just talking about some customers who announced, or carriers who have public announcement that they are doing it, Arcading, whatever. And I have my session border controller in my data center, right? Tele2 data center, Telia data center, or whatever. I have my session border controller in my data center, and I connect this session border controller to 100 tenants, so customers don't need to deploy anything. This is separate model, SBC hosting model, so we will not cover it a lot in this session. We have documentation training available. The other model is enterprise model. This is covering enterprise model. So customer self-deployed model, or it can be some partners who is deploying it for you folks. So there are three entities in the picture, right? The Microsoft. So the Microsoft provides you, far left, Microsoft provides you phone system, Microsoft provides you Teams clients. Microsoft provides you support. We also have joint support process between us and session border controller vendors. When you call to us and say, hey, Microsoft, you've got 503, right, on the SBC, we will not say, hey, it's not our problem, right? Go talk to SBC vendor. We will start troubleshooting, and if SBC vendor needs to be involved, we will do warm transfer, internal transfer from Microsoft to Ribbon or AudioCodes or whoever future vendors will be. And we will transfer all the information saying, hey folks, we troubleshoot on our side, we believe this issue on SBC side, and SBC vendors will help us to troubleshoot. So therefore we provide like end-to-end support experience. And Microsoft also provides you configuration, guidance, trainings. We have recorded trainings. Actually, this session recorded and available, and similar session recorded available for everyone. The second entity is customer. So customer need to provide, yeah, I need to change this slide a little bit. So customer need to provide, need to have a phone system license. Phone system license is part of E5. It can be acquired as add-on to E3, and what is missing on this slide, E1, right? If you have E1, you also can get phone license. The contract with carrier, right? Who customer wants to bring to us or connect to us. The supported SBC, right? Access to this SBC from the Microsoft, so we need to reach out to this SBC. You can whitelist the addresses. Public IP, FQDN certificate, and do configuration, what we'll be talking on the next slide. Carrier in this case provides telephony trunk and support if needed. If it's carrier hosting model, right, so a lot of like SBC support, public IP, FQDN will move to carrier. So now let's dig to each and every element here. So first we said IP, and so customer needs to provide SBC and access to this SBC from our cloud. On the slide, you see the port requirements. So all of this IP, IP and port requirements, all of this IP, they are in the range 52.112.0.0/14. /14 meaning it's a huge range of IP addresses. But we use only 6, right? So we use 6 on C proxy, and we use 12, and 6 on media processor. Hey, Microsoft, why you have this huge range of IP addresses? For future use, if you need to do the IP of media processors, if we want to add more media processor, we don't want go to you and say, hey, folks, please add or whitelist one more IP address. That's why we have this /14 range. In some cases, I have discussion with like security teams, and they say, hey, /14 is so huge, right? But folks, if you trust one IP address from Microsoft, it doesn't matter you trust 1 or 100 or 1,000, right? It's a matter of trust to Microsoft. If you trust, it's the same. So the range for media, so the range is 51.112.0.0. Within this range, we are using 6 IP for the SIP hub. For the SIP hub, they are static. We are publishing them 2 in Europe, 2 in US, 2 in Asia. For media processor, they are static now, but we don't publish the range because we can change it a little bit, and we keep changing it. In terms of ports, and we will talk about, let's talk a little bit about the FQDN. So if I'm a customer which only has session border controller in US, do I need to whitelist all IP addresses? Yes, please. The reason is as I said, we always allocate the closest C proxy and closest MP to US session border controllers. But if something goes wrong, right, we didn't have this case yet, right, but what if something goes wrong, right, and like the region is down, right? So we will change the routing, and we might assign you the route from Europe. Plus one more thing, and it's also very important to understand. I said that when we make a routing decision, we use SIP options, right? So when the SIP options sent last time. And session border controller, actually, when it sends SIP options, we reply from all 3 data centers just to check the connectivity. Hey, is SBC available? Because there might be some issues in provider, right, between, let's say, US West and USBC, but US East and USBC works. Or some global issue in your carrier, and let's say from any data center in the US, we cannot reach USBC, but from Europe, we can. We solve these issues. We solve these cases. And therefore, when we make a routing decision, if we see, hey, we only can reach to one data center, we will mark this SBC as unhealthy. Something goes wrong. We will, by the way, now we don't notify you about all this condition, SBC unhealthy and why unhealthy. We are working on the mechanism. It's called Health Dashboard, which we hope go on top in November, where we will always show you, hey, folks, we think your SBC a little bit unhealthy because of A, B, or C, right? So the point here, so please open the whole range, right? And don't try to say, hey, I only open America. So there is a health mechanism, a routing mechanism which uses all IP addresses. The ports. The SIP signaling port, when we are sending from SIP proxy to SBC, the port you define on session border controller, right? I would like to listen SIP traffic on 5061, and you signal us this port using commandlet, new CS Online PSTN gateway, and then you set SIP signaling port. Then we will start making outgoing connection to you, outgoing from us, incoming to you. Our ports will be any port. Your port will be whatever you define. When you configure connection to us in terms of SIP, from SBC to the C proxy. The source port, again, you define on session border controller which source port you're going to use. The destination port on our side is pre-coded as 5061. The media ports, for media, again, when media processor, we are talking about keys, non-media bypass. With media bypass, it's the same, but from media processor will be changed to the client, and there will be slightly different media ranges. So from media processor to session border controller, the source port you see on the slide, 49,152 to 53,247. The destination ports, again, you define in media profile of your session border controller, right? We recommend at least 2 ports per simultaneous call. From SBC to media processor, again, source port defined on SBC. The destination port on Microsoft side is the same, 49,152 to 53,000. So after you whitelisted the IP ranges, right, provided the connectivity, the next step would be to get a FQDN for your SBC. Why FQDN? All connection between us and your session border controllers are protected. We don't support UDP, we don't support TCP, we don't support RTP, we support TLS with RTP only. Therefore, we need a FQDN for the session border controller, so you can validate this FQDN with the certificate. So you just pick a FQDN. You cannot assign FQDN, right? FQDN meaning SBC, like on this slide, sbc1.contosa.com. You cannot assign FQDN from the domain name which you receive when you register a tenant, right? So when you register a tenant, you receive a name like Contosa on Microsoft.com. You cannot create a name sbc1.contosa.onmicrosoft.com. The reason is very simple, right? It's a domain name space owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft will never provide you the new FQDN names there. So you need to get your own domain name registered in the tenant, Contosa.com, and then using this domain name, create FQDN. What if you have several FQDN names? So what if you have domain name which are used in different SIP addresses? Let's say in the same tenant you have users who have Contosa.com, right? User 1 at Contosa.com, and Adatum Biz, right? User 1 Adatum Biz, right? Very often scenario, mesh acquisition, company has different businesses. Do I need a FQDN name for each and every SBC? No. Right? For each and every name, domain name, no. Only one, right? So you create, let's say, you pick the SBC Contosa.com, and it can serve the users who are in namespace Contosa, Adatum Biz, as long as this namespace is registered in your tenant. And note, according to RFC, right, when you register FQDN name, you cannot have, so if you have Contosa.com, the valid names will be SBC1 Contosa.com, US SBC 15 Contosa.com, Europe Contosa.com also will be valid name for SBC. But if you're trying to set the name, right, with subdomain like sbc1.europe.contosa.com, this name will not be valid because europe.contosa.com not registered as a domain, right? So only the host portion can be changed. You can go and configure it europe.contosa.com in domain in registering O365 tenant, then it will be valid name. So the next step is obtain the certificate, right? So you provided the ports, you get the FQDN name. The next step is, hey, I would like to add, I need a certificate because Microsoft requires TLS. So first of all, the bottom part. This is supported certification authorities. So if you need more, just let us know, right? There is an email which says, hey, drop email here and we will help you to add more. We just started with whatever Azure supports and we are adding more as customer asking. We cannot add any, like any certification authority, right? So we only can add a certification authority if it's listed as Microsoft or participates in Microsoft Trusted Root Certification Authority program. There is a special list where, and if certification authority listed there, adding new certification authority takes us approximately 2 weeks. So you've got the certificate. Certificate, again, we have several options there. First option you can get like just star-cantosa.com, right? And I have sbc1cantosa.com, sbc2cantosa.com, sbc3cantosa.com. One private key, one certificate, you just distribute it to all SBC, life is good. For security reasons, not all customers love it, right? So I have some customers who say, hey, I have some SBC in unmanaged locations, and I don't want the private key with star to be in this unmanaged location on session border controller. In this case, we support 2 more options, so you can either, as scenario number 3, just get 1 certificate per device, right? Gateway1cantosa.com, or you can just list all names of your session border controllers in single certificate, like middle option, Gateway 1, Gateway 2, Gateway 3, Gateway 4, and just distribute it to all your session border controllers. So after you get the IP range FQDN certificate, the next step would be to pair the session border controller to us. So you just start a Microsoft Online PowerShell, connect to your tenant, and just run a commandlet. New CS Online PSTN gateway, specify FQDN, in this case sbc1.cantosa.com. You specify SIP signaling port, in this case is 5068, whatever you provided or whatever you set on your session border controller. And we have a couple additional parameters. Forward call history, meaning that we will be forwarding to you the history info, right? Ordered list of how call went in your company. So for example, user A received the call, transferred it to user B, and user B forwarded it to user C who is outside. So in history info, we will show you ordered at least how your call went through us. If your carrier uses, and there are 2 options here, one is history info, one is diversion header. If your carrier uses diversion header instead of history info for billing purposes, or for fraud protection, you can always convert history info to diversion. There is a guide for each and every SBC how to do it. The second parameter we have is forward PI, asserted identity true, because in Microsoft phone system you can set identity anonymous, right? So from anonymous, I want to hide identity of this user. And when call comes to your session border controller, right? So how session border controller knows who actually called, right? Should I send the call or should I prevent the call? We send this information in PI asserted identity. We send even in from, there will be anonymous. In PI asserted identity, there will be a real number of users who called, plus the SIP address of that user. We also send privacy ID indicating that, hey, it's private header, so when you send it to non-trusted entity, please strip it, right? So there are some customer confusion around it, so if you have, just read carefully our documentation. But it requires to turn it on. Then we have some parameters like send SIP options. Send SIP options, please don't turn it off, because as I explained, we are using it for routing a lot. Max concurrent sessions. If you set this parameter 140, let's say my SBC can support maximum 140 concurrent sessions, then we consider this parameter during the routing, and plus moving forward, we will be alerting you, and we are working on this now. We'll be alerting you and showing, hey folks, actually this SBC already had 149 calls. Probably it's a good idea to update it, upgrade it. And enable it true or false. So enable it true or false helps you to drain the SBC, right? So if you can say, hey, enable it false. That means all existing calls will keep going, but all new calls will go over other SBC if other SBC exists in the path. So let's say you said SBC1, SBC for numbers +1, 4 to 5. Please use SBC1, SBC2 as active-active. And then you went to PowerShell and run set CS online PSTN gateway, identity SBC1 contours.com, enable it false. So you put the SBC1 on drain. That means that all new calls, so existing calls will go, but all new calls will go to SBC2. But if you have only one SBC in the route, right, so all calls +1, 4 to 5, any 7 digits must be sent to SBC1, and there is no other SBC in the route, and you set SBC1 enable it false, we'll ignore it. Because, hey folks, something probably wrong. You drain the session border controller, but you don't have any backup, right? So something wrong, we believe it's something wrong, therefore we will ignore enable it false, and we will keep sending the calls there. We also have a couple other, one more parameter I want to cover, enable fast failover timer. So our core tries to send a call for 10 seconds. If in 10 seconds we didn't receive any reply from the SBC, we will switch to next available SBC. In some cases, we see in some countries, especially in Middle East, the call setup time might be more than 10 seconds. Then just set enable fast failover timer false. There is some other options which we periodically show, and I saw some posts on Twitter, on LinkedIn. Every time we try to experiment, someone picks up it. So there was, and I believe we already removed it, there is a parameter which let you to select codec. We are working on it, right? So currently what we support in terms of codecs, for media bypass keys, we support G711, G729, and Silk. The way how you can select the codec on your session border controller. So you can order the list and say, hey, for this SBC, I always will want to use G729. Fine, we will start using G729. We will also introduce the parameter which let you to hard code on our side and say, hey, please prefer G711. Please don't offer G729, or please prefer Silk, whatever. For media bypass, we also will support Opus codec. So you paired your session border controller. Now the next step would be to provision the user. So, and as I said, there are two options, right? Pure direct routing, or you can mix direct routing and calling plan. So in both cases, you need Microsoft Teams license. In the past, we required Skype for Business Online Plan 2, not anymore. Just Microsoft Teams license. And on top of Microsoft Teams license, if it's direct routing only customer, then only Microsoft Phone System. If it's direct routing and calling plan customer, then phone system and calling plan. If it's direct routing only customer, you provision a number, either in on-premises or Azure Active Directory. In on-premises, you put the tel number in AD and DIR-sync it to us, or Azure AD connect to us. If it's a pure online customer, you can run the command let new CS user, set CS user, on-prem line URI, and provide the line URI. By line URI, it can be E164, it can be non-E164. We actually don't care, right? So when we route the call, we do reverse number lookup based on the phone number. If it's +1001, we don't care. We will connect the call if SBC sends to +1001. If it's calling plan, right, then the number, so if you try to mix calling plan and direct routing, the number must be acquired from the Microsoft or ported to Microsoft, right? Because the main number will be Microsoft and direct routing will be additional option to route selected call. And for routing, if it's direct routing, we only evaluate the routes and we will talk on next slides about routes, we only evaluate the routes which you set as the administrator. For calling plans, we evaluate the routes which tenant administrator set, and then at the end, the last route, if calling plan license exists, we will apply Microsoft calling plan route. So does this customer has also option logs all routes which tenant administrator said failed? Does this customer has option to route via calling plan? Let's talk a little bit about this routing. So here's the principles of routing. The user from Germany, right, makes a call to +1 800, right? So the user is in Germany, makes a call to a US number. So first what we do, we check, hey, did tenant administrator set a custom voice routing policy for this user? Custom voice routing policy, and we will see the examples on next slides. Custom voice routing policy means +1 425 send to SBC1, SBC2, active, SBC3 as passive. No, it doesn't exist. Okay, so tenant administrator didn't set anything for that user. Okay, does this user has a Microsoft calling plan? If there is no Microsoft calling plan as well, right, so there is no calling plan license, the call will fail. If there is Microsoft calling plan, we will check, does this user has domestic or international calling plan? If it's domestic only, in this case, call fail, because user from Germany makes a call to US. If it exists international, then call will go via Microsoft calling plan. What if voice routing policy exists? And so the step number 2, we don't know if calling plan exists or not. We just went to the separate branch of this diagram, right? So, hey, voice routing policy exists. So we start evaluating the voice routing policy. So did tenant administrator provide the route for +1 800 642 7676? If there is no match, right? So again, we fall back. Hey, does this user has calling plan? Everything repeats. If a voice route match, we try the SBC, all SBC in the route. We apply our voice routing logic, SIP options, everything, active, passive. And if success, we connect. If it's fail, all SBC not functional, we tried all of them, we will just fail the call. We don't do failback on Microsoft calling plan, even if it exists. We are thinking about it, but it's not possible now. How to configure all this voice routing policy, all this logic? So the simplest way, you have single SBC, one SBC, and SBC Contosa.com. So first of all, you pair the session border controller, right? Again, you have the IP addresses, certificates, everything is ready. So you pair the SBC, new CS online PSTN gateway, FQDN, SIP signaling port, etc. The next, what you are doing, we actually replicated fully on-premises experience, right? How to configure this match of routes to SBC and associated to the user. We replicated the on-premises experience with one reason. So for folks who are migrating from on-premises, they can export import. So first you create a PSTN usage. PSTN usage is container, which can contain different voice routes, and PSTN usages can be assigned to the users. Again, session on its own, I will go very quickly through it. So you create a container where you will have these matches, right? The phone number to the SBC. Now, within this container, you are creating the voice route, right? In this case, identity unrestricted, and you say number pattern dot star. So any number, I don't care. Any number this user makes, punches, it should go to SBC1 Contosa.com, priority 1, and put this route to the PSTN usage unrestricted. The next step, you cannot assign PSTN usage directly to the user. The entity which you can assign to the user called voice routing policy. So you create voice routing policy because voice routing policy can consist from several PSTN usages for route optimization purposes. So you create a new CS online voice routing policy associated with PSTN usage, and the last step, you grant this CS voice routing online voice routing policy to the user. In this case, user stands below. That's it. If you have calling plan, the calling plan will be applied last. Let's talk about more complex scenarios. So You have two SBC in Redmond, SBC1, SBC2 Contosa.com. You pair all of them, both of them. You set online PSTN usages, and you name them US and Canada. So I would like to build a number pattern for US and Canada. And now you started creating your voice routes, right? How this active passive achieved. So you create new CS Online voice route for any number which starts from +1 425 or +1 206 and any 7 digits. Please use SBC1, SBC2 with priority 1, right? So they are both active within the same voice route, what we discussed, and associated with usage US and Canada. Now you want to build a passive SBC, right? So backup SBC, which are in Bellevue, SBC3, SBC4. So you pair them, and then you create the second voice route within the same PSTN usage. You create the voice route again, the same number, +1 425 206, any 7 digits, sent to SBC3, SBC4, but priority 2. Right? So only if SBC1, SBC2 fail based on the SIP options or trying or you disabled both of them, right? Then we will start using this too. And at the end, if someone calls to not the number which starts on 425 or 206, right, where to send the call. Currently there is no route. This is just more for illustration purposes. You created the last route which says, okay, other +1, any 10 digits send to SBC5, SBC6. And priority 3, so it's the last route within the usage. You can also put the SBC in different usages and associate it with voice routing policy. The next step, you create voice routing policy and assign it to the user. So it's easy. You have this reference in slides, plus we have pretty good documentation on the docs, Microsoft.com. We don't have UI yet, as we had in on-premises, something we are working on. Migration, the simplest topic, actually. You will see migration, like on slide, it's like this. Kidding. So migration for both Skype for Business Online on premises. So this is the initial state. So your session border controller, right? If it's certified for direct routing, right? So one leg is connected to mediation server of Skype for Business on premises. The other leg, so you have the same session border controller, right? You pair the same SBC, so you get public IP, certificate of QDN, etc. You pair it to Microsoft phone system. Then you started migrating users over, and I have a slide about migrating users over, and plus BJ Wallen had a very, very good session about migration from Skype for Business to Teams. You start migrating users over. Migrating meaning you deploy the client, right, to this user, and you switch the mode. So when you just deploy the client, it will be island mode, right? There are several modes in Skype for Business and Teams. And again, I will not go into details on the modes. I will cover it high level if you're interested, and I have a table here. If you're interested in modes, there is a documented plus session BJ Wallen delivered this week about the migration from Skype for Business to Teams. But there are in backend, there are policy which governs, hey, I have two clients, where should route the incoming call? How should I place outgoing call, right? Because I can have a user from Skype for Business calling me, and I have Skype for Business in Teams, where I should route the calls? To Skype for Business to Teams, so we have a policies which actually governs this behavior. And by migration, in this case, I mean you deploy the Teams client and you set the final mode, Teams only. So that means regardless how call was initiated, let's say from the user, from other user, call will always end up in Teams. So you migrated the user, you configured voice routing, and you also configured the voice routing on session border controller, right? So you want to migrate 10 users today. So you move these 10 users, you deploy team client, you configure the voice, the interop policy, and then in Teams, and then you change the voice route. instead of sending to mediation server, all calls for these 10 users now send to direct routing. And once you migrate all users, you just decommission Skype for Business on-prem. It's easy. Come on. It's just took me like a couple minutes. Now the dirty underhood. Right. So these steps, I will not go into the details. It's slide from BJ session actually, right? So what a detailed step you need to do, right? So if you have on-premises, you configure hybrid, right? You need hybrid. Then you pair the SBC and Teams. The blue is PSTN specific, right? Then you create online voice routing policy, or you can export routes from the on-premises to online. Create dial plans, right? Dial plans, voice routes governs how to send the call. Dial plans, what to do with the numbers when you punch them, right? So let's say 1001 should be converted to +1 425 974 1001 before sending to SBC. Then, as I said, you configure Teams upgrade policy, right? The final, again, I will not go to the details, right? Just listen to BJ's session, read the documents. But you configure Team upgrades policy. Let's say for all users, the ideal case for voice is Teams only, not SFB with Team Collab. If you set mode SFB with Team Collab, the PSTN call still will end up in Skype for Business. You need Teams only mode. Assign the licenses, set policies for the user. You can optionally set notification where you say, hey, in Skype for Business, you will see the notification, your Skype for Business soon will be upgraded to Teams. And then move the user to Teams and configure voice routing, as I said. Note, this is very important for on-premises. When you move on-premises user to online, right, the calling tab in Teams will not be appearing for 4 hours. The reason while we are moving the user, we need to fully rebuild the cache because up to this point we saw these users on premises. So when you move from on-premises to online, add additional 4 hours when you migrate the users between the time you started migrating from Skype for Business to time it appeared in Teams. There will be like 4 hours. It's still time you can reconfigure voice routing, etc. If you will hear more negative feedback, we will think how we can optimize. This only applies for when you migrate the user from on-premises to online. So there is some configuration of our cache. For Cloud Connector Edition, logic is the same, right? Or on-premise pools, or Skype for Business, or PCH, or CC. Logic is the same. The SBC is connected to the mediation server. You pair it in parallel to the Teams backend, migrate users, and decommission the Cloud Connector or service. The steps are the same, so you need to pair the SBC, you need to assign the right policy. The only change, there will be no this 4-hour window, right, when you move users from Skype for Business to Teams, because users are already fully online, right? So in on-premises, you move user from on-premises register to online register, right, in backend. Here, there will be no 4 hours delay, it will start working. However, we saw in some cases now we are chasing a couple bugs where provisioning might be a little bit slow, but this is more like bug. And the last and one of the most important slides to me, because we as Microsoft cannot be successful without our partners. We don't build SBCs, except what we built in our cloud. So again, want to say a huge thank you to our partners. We currently certified 2 partners, Ribbon, AudioCoders. We also certified ThinkTel, but ThinkTel doesn't sell their SBC to the customers. They have own SBC, but they don't sell it to the customers. That's why I'm not showing it here. So we have Ribbon, AudioCoders. So again, huge thank you for the partners. Please use only certified session border controllers. I explained the importance of it. Will we expand the partnership? Yes. So we are working with several other SBC vendors, and you should expect some announcements by the end of this year. So we would like to simplify the story and provide more options. Yeah. Again, thank you for the partners. For these partners, as I said, we do validation, pre-production environment, production environment. We have joint support process, and we have joint development process, right? So if any feature we want to deliver or develop, we work it together. With that, I have 2 seconds, based according to this. More resources, aka MS/DR, voice session, and I'm done.